Yes guys, I know the patch is already out for 4 days, but I don't really care. I still want to talk with you guys about it a little bit, check it out for like a few seconds, and then I'm gonna recommend you like 2 heroes on each position which I think that it's gonna be good in the next couple of months, or maybe it's gonna be discovered, you never know. Like first of all, we're gonna start talking about Eternal Shroud. Eternal Shroud is like whatever, nobody's buying this item, so these buffs are kinda unnecessary. Maybe they want to point to like Leshrac a little bit, because this hero is like kind of the only hero that can buy this item, besides Bristleback, but Bristleback probably got nerfed to hell, thankfully, and we're gonna be happy. Midas, I expected this nerf because everybody bought it, and it's like the classic, everybody's buying Midas, they're gonna nerf it, and then everybody's gonna be sad, or like either stops buying it or still buys it. I don't care. Hard nerf is like okay, it's like not a big nerf, I expected a little bit more, but it's just an E patch, so I did not expect hard nerfs on anybody, so this is like kind of acceptable. Helm of the Overlord and Floods is gonna be buffed, and I don't like that because the zoo meta is gonna come back because of it a little bit, probably. Like every patch, the zoo meta is gonna start, and everybody's gonna try it out until they realize the zoo meta is pretty shit, and nobody's gonna play it anymore. Pavis is very cool, I like the fact that they're buffing it, but I think they should change it up a little bit. Like this item has a lot of potential, but in my opinion they should remove the Void Stone and like just replace it with like 2 masks, and maybe do the reducing damage to like 200, and then this item is really good, because this item build up is just ass. Nobody wants to buy a 700 gold Void Stone on a support, then a Ring of Protection, a Fluffy Head, and a recipe for 200 gold. It's not good. So maybe Valve is gonna watch the video, you never know. So there we go. Ancient Apparition. Decent nerfs. This hero kind of like needed these nerfs because this hero was pretty good in the meta and one of the best position 5 heroes currently, so definitely deserved this nerf. And I thankfully they nerfed the ulti a little bit, because it's kind of annoying against this hero to play against this. On level 18 he just like had a 12-second duration ulti, and it was just kind of annoying. Like in the late game, if he hits you with Ice Blast, you will die 99%. Bristleback, deserved nerfs, everything is deserved here. I think this hero got the hardest nerf out of everybody in the patch, and I don't actually think we're gonna see super much Bristleback anymore. I think we're gonna see him sometimes, but like not a lot. Like he's not a first pick material anymore in my opinion. Same as CK, this hero is still good. Like I don't say it's bad. The only problem on this nerfs he has is like probably the mana usage, because CK has mana problems, and I think his mana problems are very necessary. So the damage is like whatever, this guy has like 61 damage or something anywhere in level 1, and the life steal penalty is like, it's annoying, but it basically balances out this buff they just got him. So it's like back to normal. Dark Willow, they nerfed the W, Shadow Realm, just because of the carry Dark Willow, I guess. But I still think this is why like one of the best supports on position 4 currently. So this change doesn't really like matter for support at least. For core it might, but like later on in the game you are still a boss, even as a support. Like you buy your Midas, you buy your like right click items, and you get to the point where you have Aghanim and Moonshard, and you can actually womp everybody. Dazzle nerf was like kind of necessary because people were abusing the fact that you can just ulti and actually blink out, and was kind of annoying and broken. So I think it's deserved, and thankfully they didn't nerf it more, because Dazzle overall is still not like a big boss hero. He is good, yes, but just because he's like on the edge of like being broken and being balanced, and I like that, because Dazzle was pretty bad for like I don't know how many years, so I think this is definitely deserved. Multi-shot, whatever, nobody cares about draw. Spirit nerf, the roll nerf is actually pretty hard. Like you can still chain stun people if you use stones, but like on level 4 minimum, obviously, and it's very hard to chase down people now, because your roll with the talent is basically like 5 seconds cooldown now, and it is hella annoying. That is really hard. Instead I could just like nerf the CD instead of this. Enigma buff, cool and nice, but Black Hole is still too high level cooldown, so I still don't recommend this hero. They don't really change super much. Sometimes I'm playing still Enigma, but like he's not one of my favorites currently. Rimstroke nerf, I think this nerf is so bad. They should have actually just nerfed the fact that you get a hard dispel with the Inkswell shard. Like it is dumb that you can unstun people with your shard by just clicking your button. Gyrocopter, whatever nerf, like nobody's gonna play this hero probably anyway. Maybe some people are gonna like pull him out, but I think this hero is like not super strong. He's like okay-ish as a carry, but probably more of a support meta where people just pick him, run at you, rocket barrel rush you, and like just being annoying and dealing a lot of magic damage. But as a carry, 50-50. Juggernaut, actually a buff, which I don't think matters super much. It's cool and nice, but this hero is not good, so it's also or whatever. Thankfully Kunkka's getting nerfed, this hero is annoying, but the nerfs are also like kinda meh. They are like annoying him a little bit, but it's like not world changing. All the Kunkka players probably will still play Kunkka. Leshrac buff, cool and nice. I think they want this hero to be alive, but I don't think this is gonna be enough. Yeah, we're just gonna point it out here. Cast range on Lion. Nobody's playing Lion kind of. This hero is just so bad in the lane. That's the reason why nobody's playing him. Give him two more strength. Maybe a little bit more attack damage or even attack range or whatever. Like anything that makes his lane better. These buffs on his stun range or whatever will not change a lot. Some people will play him that are like specialists, but other than that, nobody plays Lion. Lycan. I don't want to watch that. I hate Lycan. Marcy, cast range increase. That's cool and nice because as a support Marcy, you usually struggle like being around of your psychic. So this is like very cool. More cast range, very nice. Muerta nerfs. I think this actually hurts the support Muerta way more than the carry Muerta. And I think people will still play this hero in carry. Maybe it's gonna be like a bit less on support, but I still think this spell is very strong and this hero is like still in a good position. Necro nerfs are like kind of annoying as well for him, but I don't think it's like life changing. But I think Necro is like getting to this point where everybody wanted to play him because of the like tanky meta, and I still think people will play the tanky meta, so I think Necro is still gonna be a thing. Even if he's nerfed, it doesn't really matter. People will still pick this hero just because other people are picking tanky heroes and you just want to pick heroes like Necro, AA, Phoenix and all that stuff. Primal Beast, please nerf this hero more. Thank you, I appreciate it. I hate this hero. He's just annoying, he deals way too much damage and he's way too tanky. Plus, I hate it if a Primal Beast can sit on a creep wave and literally block the entire creep so you can't deny it. Because his hero model is way too big. Thank you, Valve. Shadow Shaman, nobody cares, this hero is not good. Base armor decreased by Spectre. Goddamn guys, Spectre is dead. Cap. Same hero, nothing changed. Spellbreaker nerfs, I don't think this 1 second is gonna matter a lot. But I think the multiplayer damage is gonna like be annoying for Spellbreakers because you can't one-shot waves anymore that easily. So I think this nerf is good. And it's gonna hurt support Spellbreaker way more than core because you struggle with your XP. And you're gonna be like, you're gonna have a harder time actually like finding experience and playing around it. Timbersaw, very cool buff, I like that, I like that. More damage, more damage. This Tiny buff is very interesting because Tiny struggles with mana early on. And this buff makes him like very viable, I think. And I think we're gonna see more Tiny. Screen Protector, I just checked Pro Tracker and this hero still has 55% win rate. So I think these nerfs are like not the end of the world. Same hero, still strong, keep playing him. Weaver, annoying nerfs, but like I don't think it's like super problematic. I think it's still okay. Weaver is still strong and can be played, definitely. The winter buffs are very interesting. Like this spell got buffed for like 5 times in a row, I think. And slowly but steadily, I think people will play or start playing Winter Wyvern. I'm not sure which position, but this hero is getting buffed for like the last, I don't know, 3 years. And literally nobody still plays him. So at some point, somebody's gonna pull it out, so be aware. Witch Doctor nerf, I don't know why they're nerfing this hero. Like as a hero, he's like okay-ish, but like just acceptable, I would say. And the fact that you prioritize heroes now instead of like creeps, good. I don't know why it wasn't before like that as well, but that's Valve. What can you do as a small company? And Wraith King, good nerf, but like not enough in my opinion. But it's just annoying for him, so thankfully the skeletons, instead of dealing 200 damage on level 3 skellies with like 4 or 5 skellies, they deal 190 damage, guys. What can you do? Overall, I'm very disappointed with this patch actually, and I think this patch should have been like right after TI, and you could have done that in like 5 minutes basically, because this is not a lot. But overall, at least we're getting something, and they also said it's an E-patch, so there was no expectation. I'll be honest, I did not expect anything. So, now we are talking about like 2 heroes on each position which you can actually spam. And I'm gonna start with the position 1. It is pretty simple in my opinion. Spam Luna. This hero is absurd. Like, I know the win rate is like not the greatest, I think, on Pro Tracker as well. But this hero, if you have a normal lane, and even if you have a bad lane, you can literally AFK jungle 15 minutes and you will be like, I don't know, 15k net worth. This hero is farming so fast, and you can be AFK jungling and you're still supporting your team kind of, because they're getting damage with your Lunar Blessing at night. And it's not even that less, it's 21 damage. Play this hero, I think this is one of the strongest position 1 heroes right now, and the counters are like kind of limited, and you will get actually very, very tanky, and you deal a lot of damage with Luna later on with the shard and with my items. Plus, the good benefit is, if you win one team fight in the late game, you literally can end the game. The next one is Spectre. didn't really nerf her. I don't know. It's literally like instead of 5 armor, you have like 4 armor now, and the hero is still the same. You are so flexible of like positioning on the map. It's so good. You can literally ult everybody. You can jump around, you can make kills, you can go back to farm, you can do whatever you want. This hero is great and still one of the top 2 in my opinion heroes, and you should definitely abuse him. The first hero I'm gonna recommend you on position 2 is actually Lina. The reason behind that is basically she got buffed the last few patches and she didn't get nerfed a single time, I think. So it is very good, but the scary part about Lina is basically you can die very quickly against certain heroes like Spectre, Earth Spirit, Invoker, like any hero that like easily catches you and just jumps you. So you need to make sure that you either play very carefully or like very safe and you are confident what you are doing, or you just need a very good team that is playing around you. So it's like either or that. And the item build is pretty simple. You go Arcane Boots into Adelance, into Boots of Travel, into Aghanims, into E-Blade, into Blink, and then you can decide if you want like a refresher or whatever. But this like is the classic build on Lina, and you should definitely abuse it because you deal like I think 2.5k damage with E-Blade and you one-shot everybody basically. Next hero I'm recommending you guys on position 2 is Templar Assassin. The reason why, this hero is just strong, she also didn't got nerfed, and you have a very easy lane and you can't like be like bullied out of the lane by a lot of heroes. The counters are very limited and your damage is very insane, and I recommend you going like power treads into Dragonlance or power treads into Blink, into Dragonlance and then into Shard, and you need to be active and fighting with your team. Later on you can go for like Desolator or Hurricane Pike, BKB, all that stuff. But like the Shard, the Blink Dagger is gonna give you so much damage and so much like team fight that you will actually own people, and it is very good. I've seen a lot of people actually owning with this hero, and I will actually recommend you doing that as well. Now we are talking about position 3, Classic, Centaur, still top position off, top offlane hero in my opinion. Everything is solid on this hero, your ulti is strong, all your spells are strong, buy good items, you can go for tank up, you can go for team items. In my opinion, this hero is like the perfect well-rounded offlane hero. He does everything what you want as a hero. On the offlane, he deals damage, he has a stun, he has a team fight ulti that supports everybody in the team, and he can go for team items. So what else do you want? Abuse Centaur, and I am doing it as well whenever I need to play offlane, and I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it as well. The next hero for offlane I'm actually recommending you guys is basically Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker has solid spells. He didn't get touched so much by the patches, and she does the same as like all the other offlaners. She farms, she has like good stuns, good damage, a teamfight ulti, and she also can go for like team items. I've seen some people go for like Aghanims, Pipe, Crimson, all that stuff, but other people go for like Echo Saber, Desolator. So you can also like change up whatever you want. Either you want to go as a like second or third carry, or you want to go for the classic offlane builds like tanking up, buying teamfight items. And the biggest benefit in pubs is basically you can sit AFK on any lane and you can just tell your team, yo guys, you can go fight. I have ulti, I can always join in. And you are always in the team fights. Like basically like Spectre. It's the same principle. Welcome to position 4. I will say Dark Willow is slowly getting one of my favorites. Favorite position 4 heroes. I can't tell you why, but like the skill set, the spells, everything just feels good on this hero. The laning is nice, the spells are nice to team fight or like to put your Bedlam on your teammates. Everything is cool. Your shard is broken later on with your stun. You can turn into a carry later on with a Midas plus Aghanims plus Moonshard, and overall your laning is super solid. Like it's very hard to actually lose with this hero in the lane. Your spells have a lot of like potential. It's a skill cap, yes, but like at least like your stun and your bedlam are like safe. You can just use it on the enemies, on your teammates. But like the Q and the ulti is like skill set, yes, but like you need a lot of practice with it. But still, it is very easy to actually get this practice in a lobby, in a custom game, or even like in normal games. Trust me. Play this hero 10 times and you will understand how the Q works, and you will actually like be a boss on this hero. Because you can also just go late game. It's like basically like Muerta, but like in stronger with more team fight and like way more like active stuff. With Muerta, you can also go like being a greedy carry, or like carry items on Muerta with like Midas, Mjolnir, BKB or whatever, and you can be strong as well, but you don't offer so much team fight like Dark Willow does. Number 2, I'll be honest.
Fascinating images.
The good thing is almost nobody plays Rubik anymore, and I like, in my opinion, this hero is still a boss, and I don't think you can do so much wrong with it. Like overall my win rate is like 50-50, but whenever I play Rubik, I feel like I'm a boss in every game, and on every lane as well, because this hero is like very hard to punish out. You basically have 5 armor, I think like 700 HP with like stat items. and you out-trade every position 5 if you want to. And I like that. I just like it to be like a strong tower in the lane. I like being dominant and just like standing my ground, and I do not care about anything. I just right-click them and I'm being a boss and I'm owning them. The coolest part is basically I love Rubik, and I love it to be like every hero kind of in the game. Whenever you play against like Enigma or like Muerta even, and you're stealing these spells, it just feels good and it is nice. Definitely abuse Rubik, especially because almost nobody's playing him anymore, because almost everybody thinks he's bad, but I don't think he is. Alright, position 5, very simple, Nature's Prophet, untouched actually in the last patch. Just think about it, untouched. This hero is still broken, everybody knows that, and everybody knows how to play him, because like the last like 4 months or something else, everybody played him, so enjoy. Nature's Prophet is still cool. I'm also liking him, and sometimes I'm playing him, so enjoy guys, and TP everybody on the map, own everybody, ulti some people with like 800 damage with ulti on the last like proc, and have your fun. And enjoy it, smiley face.
I'll take all you have and more.
And the second hero on position 5 is also untouched for some reason. Wagner, guys. Wagner is already like one of the strongest position 5s again, just because your laning is unstoppable. You have a lot of range, you have a lot of damage, you have a lot of kill potential with your spells. If you have like a hero like CK, Sven, Wraith King, or anything with a stun on your lane or slow. And later on the ward is kind of annoying, plus you still do the same thing. You hit towers, you save people with the Crapify, and you actually heal up people if they're getting going on. So everything is strong on this hero, and I think this hero is gonna be like a big thing in the next tournament in Dota, and everybody's either gonna pick it or ban it, and we're gonna see a lot of partner with it, with that. And yeah, I really hope these like type of heroes could actually help you guys a little bit to understand like a little bit of the meta. It is my own meta, yes. I'm not saying everybody should play these heroes. You have your like favorite stuff, and if you have your like main heroes, play them. I'm not saying play my heroes and you will be like godlike, but for my personal view, these heroes are like top tier, just because you can literally farm up the entire map, and you can like be greedy and like just play pubs in the long run, and a lot of pubs are going like to 40 minutes or whatever, and these heroes are great for that, because all of them like to farm, and all of them can actually farm if you want to. Like there's for example Grimstroke as well. Like yes, I know he's still broken, and I would have actually put him in the list as well, but like he's not in my top 2 right now. That's the reason why I'm not putting him in the list on the position 4 or 5. But I really hope it could have helped you out, guys. And I thank you for watching the video. And we're gonna see us next weekend on Saturday. Thank you. Bye bye. Peace.